What's up, guys? It's radio time. So, I got something to say today, and I was thinking about it since some days. So, I think positive thinking is a trap. It really is. It just focuses you to change your thoughts and good expectations. Alright, there are some studies related to good expectations and what to not. I know there is, but I gotta say one thing. I don't think expectations are a good tool to use. Why? Because it puts pressure on your brain to just have something in check before you act, and before acting, you don't need to have a check of circumstances, I think so. You need to be in check with your actions, not your circumstances, because circumstances are a byproduct of your actions. So your actions should not be dictated by circumstances, and it's really important to just focus on your efforts and your actions. But if there is expectancy, then you cannot. Sorry, you cannot. There is another thing about positive thinking, that it just focuses you on doing or thinking positive things, and it doesn't even make any sense. Why? Because the more you try to think positive, the more negative things come into hand. Why? Because to every force there is an equal and opposite force. It just applies to everything in the universe, right? It even applies to your thinking and your mind. To each and every force, there's an equal and opposite force. So even if you try to force your mind to think positive things and thoughts, there is a lot of time where your mind just pushes. It just pushes towards what? The negative things. It pushes you towards the negative thoughts, and you don't even realize it. When you realize it, when do you realize it? You realize it when you are sitting in the puddle of that negative thoughts. I don't know. I don't know. How did I learn this? Well, I have a quote recently. I said, "Men only learn from those nights which he hasn't slept." You take it as sleepless, depressive nights, sleepless thinking nights. I do not care. It's just those sleepless nights that a man learns from. Alright, what else I need? What else I got? I got something to say about achievement. All the desire for achievement. I don't think so. L- You can say Alexander the Great, alright? I don't ever think that he dreamed of achieving something. I don't ever think that. Why? Well, if I wanna, if I process like how what he was thinking, Alexander, my mind makes a prediction that he won't be, he is just not satisfied in just conquering this small city. He wants more satisfaction. He doesn't want bigger city to be captured. He wants more satisfaction. And I think that is why he went on to achieve more. He went on to conquer more. It's never in the life that you have the desire to achieve more, achieve more. I don't think that was because this is honestly, if you really want to work, if you really want to put an effort. I'm telling you this. Why? Because if you want to put in more effort than you are doing right now, if you want to put in more effort, right? It's it's a backward law. The more you want to achieve, the less you achieve. The less you want to achieve, the more you achieve. There's a backward law. You can search it up online, and you can look up. It's the backwards law. You can search it up. and it says that how much effort do you put in, the more backward you get. Well, there's a video. It really explains really well. You can look up that video, and I I don't know if you are listening to this or not, but I'm just saying I'm recording this video so later I can come and look to it. So I'll tell you a little story how this ended up in my mind. So 3 years back, 2022 May, and I was recording I my measurements of, let's say, chest, bicep, shoulders, right? And at that time I saw there was the measurement of my bicep was 12 inches, my shoulder was 41, and my chest was 37. Now 3 years later, well, keep in mind I was away from home, I was doing my degree, and in between that there was a very hectic schedule. I did not get even an hour to do my workouts. It was that hectic. 7 in the morning till the night. I have college, cannot do anything. But I was not a victim of my circumstances. I kept that aside. So what happened? Um, I would say that while in my last year, I became really dedicated. Even in the lunch break, I didn't used to go eat. I went to work out. 1 hour, brutal, brutally honest with yourself, and just bang it. It was kind of satisfactory. I didn't think about achieving those biceps, achieving those. Well, at the start, I did. I did a lot. I did a thing, and it made my everyday workouts even harder. Why? Because I was thinking that I am never gonna achieve it. And when I did achieve it, so I had a goal of 14 inch of biceps and 45 inches of chest and 54 inches of shoulders, which I don't have it right now, but I'm at a good level right now, and I would like to go further. I would like to build more muscle. But right now, where I'm sitting is 13 inches of biceps 3 years later. With hectic workouts and with hectic schedules, I have built 13 inches of biceps, 40, 41, yeah, 41 inches of my chest, and 45, or I think, yeah, 46 inches of shoulders. And I don't feel any kind of satisfaction in that. So I went down. I recorded this some days ago, and I was very grateful that 3 years earlier that I had recorded this. So now I can actually see where I'm sitting right now. So I went down to walk. I was walking in the woods, and there were just sounds of the nature. And I thought to myself that why did I try to worsen my everyday experience by thinking I want to achieve more, I want to achieve more, I want to achieve more. It just made my everyday moments more brutal to live by. More negative thoughts crept in. And I even say that some days I didn't even work out because of that thing. So is there any benefit to that? Because in 3 years it didn't give me any kind of benefit of that thinking. Because I personally think that thinking should benefit you in some kind of way, in some kind of feeling, in some kind of actions, in some kind of changing your perspective. Some kind of benefit there should be to think in a certain way. And the thinking that I had, I'll tell you honestly, like every fucking minute of, okay, I'll cut that out, every single minute of my day, I just thought, how can I achieve more? How can I achieve more? I want to achieve more. I want to achieve more. I want to achieve more. And there was this stagnating feeling in my heart that I'm not doing enough. I'm not doing enough. And it's just creeping my soul out. It's just molding my soul into some kind of puddle. It just breaks my spirit every time. And that kind of thinking is brutal. It's good that I'm speaking it out to you, so it's more clear in my mind now. Like I just thought to myself all these things, but now it's more clear to me because there, there's part of my soul becoming puddle, my spirit just breaking apart. Oh, it's raining. It's raining out there. I hope you can see that. Can you see that? I hope you can. Oh yeah. Okay. So yeah, we'll continue the talk right now. Well, let's see. I don't even think if I want to get views on these videos, but I'm just thinking that after 3 4 years later, I'm just coming back to these videos. I want to just see what I was thinking, what I was going through, how did I evolve myself, how did I evolve my thinking, how did I evolve my perspectives, how did I do these things, how did I, so 3 years, in these 3 years, I've read a lot of self-help books. Like every day I used to read at least 1 or 2 books. Self that insane. I used to read research papers on how to build more resilience, discipline, and whatnot. But it never ever pushed me to build my efforts. Like the really the action that I really want to do didn't come. Didn't come through it. I tried everything that I could find my hand on. Manifestation, positive thinking, and progress bars, giving myself rewards, not just dopamine rewards, more like you get a badge when you do something really honorable, you get a badge for it, right? Like in military. I did that to myself, but I never got this feeling of satisfaction that I have done something, that I actually have done something, and it really baffles me. It really baffles me, because every time I did something good, I never ever turned back and I said to myself, man, that was awesome, man, that was good, that I really appreciate it. I never got to that point, and it's bad. If you cannot appreciate your actions that you are doing right now, I don't think you will do anything further. Why? Because that's just how is it. If you are not reinforcing yourself on something that you did, you will never ever do it again. It's just a motivation thing. If someone is doing good to you, you appreciate that person, right? So he does that again for you. You get more good things for you. So it's like if your girlfriend or your sister or your brother cooks for you, you get something, they care for you. So you tell them, oh, I really appreciate that effort for you. I really appreciate that. I am really grateful. And when you compliment them on their actions, there's some kind of reward in their brain. There's some dopamine that are released. And that action gets reinforced. So it just goes the same with yourself. If you cannot appreciate the action that you're doing, I don't ever think you will do it again. Never. That's just how is it. And I want to say one more thing. So it actually got through my mind. I'll cut this segment. So Don't worry about weight. I want to talk about satisfaction. Satisfaction to your actions and choosing satisfaction over comfort. And I think when you are thinking to achieve more things, you are just mainly thinking of the comfort that you will get afterwards. So your mind is like, if I'm gonna choose comfort afterwards, why not choose it right at this moment? You know, I think that's perfect. That's really perfect because you are thinking of the comfort or the sense of fulfillment that you will achieve, that you will feel rather when you get that thing. And let me tell you, I never got that feeling of satisfaction. I never got that feeling of, that I did something satisfactory. Okay. Uh, I never got that feeling of satisfaction through those actions of mine. And so I started thinking that why not just change your thinking? Why not just so I thought why not just stop thinking about achieving more? Why not just stop it? Because it's really not helping. It's really not. It's just making my everyday life more, more, more harder to live by. And I was not calling my friends. I was not giving enough attention to my family and all the other things that were going in my life. So achieving more, you kind of get less satisfaction from the things you already have. So what I'm saying is, you have to find satisfaction in your actions, right? Every day you should be thinking about before going to sleep. I want some satisfaction. You should be thinking, I need to have satisfaction to sleep. To sleep, I need satisfaction. To sleep, I want to have something in my head that tells me, okay, I'm satisfied today. And that I'm telling you, that will only come when you break your limits, your certain limits. And like the most amount of satisfaction, in if there is in something, I would say, man, I'm not even gonna lie. It's all in breaking your limits. How much you can break your limits is more satisfaction. So I'll give you an example. So right now, if you can do like 10 pull-ups, what? Okay. So you go to the bar, you go do 10 pull-ups, right? And somehow, when you are going to do one more extra pull-up, in your mind there will be resistance. Like when this resistance comes up, you don't need to get feared because this resistance is good, and I'm gonna tell you how to break this resistance. Or should I do it for another video because this is too long, man? This is right now I'm recording it. It's too long. It's probably 19 minutes, and I'm gonna short it down, of course. But yeah, it's should I make it a next video, or should I'll continue? I'll upload it tomorrow. But I'm thinking, what should I do? Okay, let's apply this thinking. Let's apply this thinking because if you cannot apply your thinking, there is nothing good from it. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. Anything. I'm not telling you to think anything, right? I'm not telling you to think in a certain way. Oh, mind me, please. Never, ever change your thinking on my sake. Never. I'm not gonna do that because I don't know what's better for you right now in your situation, right? The only thing I will say to you is what was my journey like, right? And how would I Okay, there's just a little brightness thing. I hope you can see me now. Okay. Alright. Should I turn myself and that will be better? Alright. Okay. Okay. Alright. Like this. Right. Alright. Good. Okay, so yeah. I hope you can see. Okay. So yeah, where was I? So should I be doing another video regarding this, because there's a lot of things that I want to cover, right? I want to cover things on how can you achieve more by thinking less about achievement. And I'm serious about it. I'm not kidding, bro. I'm not kidding. I'm not kidding. I'm not kidding. I have told myself that I don't want to achieve more in my life, and I am. When I said that to myself, it just released some kind of pressure off my mind. There was some kind of pressure that was there in my mind, and it just got off. I did not know from these many years I had this kind of pressure on myself every single day. And that kind of pressure was creating turmoil in my everyday life. And that's just not good, man. That's just not good. I've tried every single thinking. I would not say every single kind of thing, but I have thought in a lot of certain ways. So now I have figured it out that what kind of thinking can actually benefit if you want to do more, if you want to just get more things in your life, right? What I've started thinking is that, can you see me? Right. What I've started thinking is, how can I get more satisfaction in my life? If I don't have satisfaction in my life, there would be no usefulness from that action. So yeah, and the best way to achieve satisfaction from your actions is by breaking limits. Should I make it more specific for you? Okay, let's end this video right now, and I'll do the next video on this. It will be a little shorter, but it will be quite specific, that it tells you that it's gonna be amazing. It's gonna be amazing. You know, it's gonna be specific. It's gonna be to this topic, that how do you overcome resistance? How do you overcome resistance to the things that you want to do? Alright? If you cannot break the resistance, you cannot ever achieve anything meaningful. How do you say that? So, what I'm aiming at is, if there is resistance, if you want to do something and you meet resistance over here, so as soon as you break this resistance, there is a sense of satisfaction over here. But achievement is not kept over here. Achievement is kept somewhere in the future, somewhere far away. Let's forget about the future thing. What I'm saying is, achievement is kept far away. It's far in the journey of yours, right? It's not over here. But what is kept over here is your resistance is kept over here, your action is kept over here, and your satisfaction is just right here. Just right here. Alright? You get it? It's really that simple. How much ever you try to think of achievement, you will think of the destination, it's never gonna work. You know, I heard this quote 4 years ago. You have to stop thinking about the destination and think more of the journey. Well, I have, what do I even say to that? Because I have never molded that quote into my life. How can I apply it to my thinking? And I tell you, the best thing, the best thing you can ever do is take these good quotes, like they're they're good. I'm not saying they're bad. Alright? I'm never gonna criticize any other quote out there, but I don't need it. I don't need it. But I'm gonna tell you something. If you really are attracted to quotes and stuff like that, I would say, you know, like just mold it in a version that you can apply it in your thinking, right? So I was thinking of achieving more every single day. I was thinking, how can I achieve more? So how did I change? And mind me, it took me 4 years. How I did not do it consciously. It does happen. And if I want to say how it happened is I stopped thinking about destination. How I stopped thinking I want to achieve more. Alright. You have to start thinking about the journey or the process more. How did I do that? I started thinking about the satisfaction I will be getting after overcoming resistance. Oh man, it's a lovely weather out there. It's raining. I really like it. I really, really, really like it. Wow. The sound, if you can hear it. And I'm gonna tell you something. So, when I was putting a lot of pressure on my brain to achieve, I never really put a lot of what do you say that? I never really put a lot of gratitude in everyday things. Like I really practiced gratitude because there was a guy on self-improvement who told me if you can practice gratitude every day, you just better your mental health, man. And it really works. I am really telling you, it really works. But I left gratitude. Why? It was painful. What was painful? Well, whenever I try to think of I want to achieve more, I kind of it came with a feeling of dissatisfaction, right? It came with a feeling of dissatisfaction. I don't know. Whenever I try to do my gratitude practice, never really, I never really felt to work hard. And I was there. But I think in your life now, you have to stop chasing to achieve more. Because when you think of one thing, and there's this all kind of pain in your life that you're just running away from, when you think of achieving something, you really get frustrated about everything you have in your life. It's bad, to be honest. I don't like it. I don't like it because the life I'm having right now is just given to me, right? Just given to me by God. I have never chose my circumstances, but I don't want to be a victim of them either, right? So I just keep working hard, right? And I change my thinking, and it really works for me, right? I really hope that what kind of thinking that troubles you get out from it. I really hope it, and you get out from it in your own way. And I know, man, it's really hard, but man, I'm hoping for you. I'm rooting for you. See ya.